I don't know how God managed to make this move as fast as he did, but he did. The rooster, you heard it last week. The rooster crowed. The rooster is not an animal. The rooster is the trumpeter at the temple. Jesus told Peter before, you'll deny me 3 times before the rooster crows. And it was not an animal. It was the trumpeter telling Passover has begun. Or Passover has ended. There's trumpets all the time. My guess, it would announce that day and what was going on. It was to alert everybody. Before the rooster crows, Peter denies Jesus 3 times, and he went out and he wept bitterly. They say about 6 o'clock in the morning that Jesus was on trial before Pontius Pilate. Perhaps that trumpet announced that they would begin. One man would always die for the people that year. It wasn't fair, it's just what they did. You need to know that pieces of bone, glass, metal were tied into that whip. Jesus would be exposed from the depth of lashes, and they stripped him naked. He didn't have this cute little thing wrapped around his waist. He was stripped naked. He was lashed all the way down his back and his legs, quivering ribbons of muscle and tendons would be exposed, arteries would be exposed, intestines exposed, his spine was exposed. Don't tell me how on earth he could manage to stand. Well, he couldn't. That's why he fell, carrying his cross. The blood volume was so low. His blood pressure dropped. He was fainting, he was stumbling, he was falling. And a crown of thorns was placed on his head. And a purple sash or robe was put on him. As they made fun of him, 600 soldiers got to walk by him. And they had a reed, and they all took it and went bam on the top of his head to pound the crown of thorns in. Now, I don't know if you know what thorns really look like, but Brian, if you could reach above your head and bring that to me. They're very pokey. I had a crown of thorn tree growing up, and it was very small thorns. This is similar to the crown of thorns, but they actually have them twice that size growing in Israel. You get this stuck in your head and pounded down in. It will go through your eyebrow into your eye socket. Then they ripped out his beard, and so to speak, he ran a gauntlet in front of them. If your candle gets too low, you can always blow it out. His blood pressure dropped, and he was stumbling, and he became very thirsty. Jesus was in serious critical condition before the nails were even driven. Roman soldiers were used to seeing every symptom, and they were taught how to torture. John 19:17 says, he carried his cross, and Simon of Cyrene said, I'll help you, when he fell. Now I hear 2 stories. That was 2 miles to Calvary from the court of Pontius Pilate. And then I hear 0.6. I don't care. Half a mile is a long way to carry a cross. 2 miles, who could do it? 300 pounds, yeah. And at the base of the hill, now I want you to hear this. Here's your part 2, is a gate that opened till Golgotha. Already the wood, already the tree, already the bottom part of the cross was laying on the ground, waiting. The name of the gate is called the Sheep's Gate. Do you know what the name of the gate is called now? The Lion's Gate. He went in as a sheep to the slaughter and came out. They changed the name to the Lion's Gate. Isn't that just the coolest?